Hello, this is the WJTS News. I'm Bill Potter. In tonight's news, a beautiful weekend had folks enjoying jousting and shopping. Tell City Troy schools closed due to a threat today, and State Senator Mark Messmer discusses changes to the adoption laws in Indiana. Also tonight, we talk with Jasper Mayor Terry Seitz. And in sports, Kurt Guxell reviews the first round of high school football sectionals. Plus, Inform features Neil Elkins of TRICAP talking about energy assistance programs. A Jasper man was taken into custody Sunday afternoon on battery charges after he allegedly spit on his girlfriend and broke her cell phone during an argument. Jasper police say the incident took place around 4:30 p.m. yesterday at a home located along the 1500 block of Jackson Street. They say after the altercation, the female victim grabbed her broken phone and went to Jasper Police headquarters to report the battery. Police went to the home on Jackson Street, where they met and spoke with 32-year-old Byron Morton of Jasper. He was eventually placed under arrest and taken to the DuBois County Security Center, where he was booked on a Class A misdemeanor count of domestic battery. Tell City and Troy Township schools were closed today as an investigation of a threatening post made via social media on Sunday is underway. Officials with the Tell City Troy Township School Corporation were made aware of the threats and are working with local law enforcement to resolve the situation and will update parents as it develops. Tell City school officials are asking the public that if they have any information that may help identify the individual or individuals responsible, please contact the school or the Tell City Police Department at 812-547-7068, 547-7068. Tell City Police are investigating what they said is a potential threat against the school system. They say the posts have been seen on Snapchat and Facebook. Officials or officers worked throughout the evening to investigate the claims and have deemed that the statements were made from a social media account outside of the country, outside of the U.S. Early Saturday morning, Naval Support Activity Crane saw some excitement as two individuals attempted to bypass the gate. It all took place around 3 o'clock Saturday morning as two individuals crashed through the fence before being stopped by a barricade. One of the subjects, identified as Clint Ferguson, fled the vehicle on foot and may be armed. The other suspect was arrested. Jeff Nagan, Public Affairs Officer at Naval Support Activity Crane, says police did find a gun inside the vehicle. The driver was detained by federal officers from Crane Naval Base. Naval Support Activity Crane Police are working closely with local and state police and were looking for the second suspect. The Bloomington and Bedford gates were closed and Crane authorities urged personnel currently on the base at the time to shelter in place. In addition, all hunting activities were suspended for the day. At 9:45 a.m., the shelter-in-place order was lifted. No further information regarding the suspect is available. The incident remains under investigation. A beautiful weekend led to good crowds at many local events, such as the Harvest Home Festival, sponsored by the Four Rivers Arts and Crafts Association, held at the DuBois County 4-H Fairgrounds. Many of you in the area enjoyed shopping and at the many booths and vendors and had a good time while you were there. Another event, the Rosen Volk Festival at Ferdinand, hosted its largest crowd yet. Daniel and Catherine LeBlanc started the event 3 years ago, and Daniel, or Torvik as he is known at the event, was pleased with the success.
We had our Children's Day yesterday, our Kids Day yesterday, fantastic turnout, probably 1,000 plus children, 25, 30 buses, plus regular patrons. Went off without a click, beautiful weather today, beautiful weather. The turnout, well, we've apparently had lines this long for a couple of hours now, so and the park is full.
The Rosen Volk is a German medieval festival complete with a village of sorts and featured vendors and medieval style foods, mounted archers, jousting tournaments, and a variety of wandering entertainers. We hope you enjoyed one of the many events this past weekend in the WJTS TV viewing area. Next month is National Adoption Month, the time to increase awareness about adoption. Communities across the state of Indiana will be celebrating finalized adoptions while working to promote the adoption process, its benefits, and the children in need of forever families. District 48 State Senator Mark Messmer of Jasper says Indiana is one of the top states for adoption, with the Indiana Department of Child Services reporting more than 1,500 adoptions in 2016 alone. He says one of the reasons for this is the state's adoption-friendly laws, noting that this past legislative session, the Indiana General Assembly further improved adoption laws by passing Senate Enrolled Act 332.
Under previous law, the biological father of a child born because of rape, incest, or sex with a minor was not entitled to contest the child's adoption. Senate Enrolled Act 332 makes it clear that this standard applies even if the father's criminal act was committed in another state. Senate Enrolled Act 332 also makes it clear that certain deadlines for contesting an adoption decree apply in all cases. With this adoption provision, an adoption decree cannot be challenged in court years after the fact.
Messmer says, in addition, the law increases the penalty for committing adoption deception and unlawfully advertising an adoption from a Class A misdemeanor to a Level 6 felony. He says it's their hope that by increasing these penalties, they can prevent human trafficking in the form of arranging adoptions for monetary gain.
With so many children and parents benefiting from adoption, it's imperative for us to have policies and statutes to further adoption. This new law makes our state's adoption laws even stronger by providing more clarity and cracking down on illegal adoptions.
Of course, you can always feel free to contact Messmer's office directly with your questions and concerns by email at senator.messmer@iga.in.gov or by phone 800-382-9467, 800-382-9467. A grant from the Spencer County Community Foundation will help Trails of Santa Claus Incorporated with its current fundraising campaign for a second trail, Lincoln Discovery, that will link its first trail to Lincoln Parks. The group's first trail connects Christmas Lake Village to Yellig Park. Trails of Santa Claus is a nonprofit organization tasked with closing the gap between funds already committed to build the 4 biking and hiking trails that will connect various attractions in and around Santa Claus. Currently, more than 87% of the estimated $10 million has been raised through various state and federal grants and private donations. When complete, the Trails project will bring increased tourism, more retail establishments, and safe recreational opportunities for Santa Claus residents. Now, please stay tuned. Monday with the Mayor, featuring Terry Seitz, Mayor of Jasper. Weather, sports, and Inform are still to come on 18 WJTS News.